Hello viewers, you are watching Programming Hunk and I am Pushpendra. In today's lecture we are going to discuss methods in Java. Methods are the instructions. Those are operated on an object's data to obtain some results. All programs are made of two elements, the data and the code. To manage the complexity of a program, Java uses object-oriented programming approach, which can be characterized as data controlling access to code. This code is nothing but the operations done on the data. Java keeps the code and the data separate actually. So data are known as fields or instance variables or the attributes. Code or the operations on the data are known as the methods. In simple words, the instructions that operate on an object's data to obtain some results are known as the methods. In Java, the method declaration consists of the method header followed by the method body. Method body is a block of code appearing between curly brackets. The name of method together with its parameter list enclosed within parentheses constitute the signature of the method. As in our example, we can see the signature of the method and we can also see the return type of the method. Each method have some return type and this is necessary. The method header can also consist a set of modifiers. The method return type, the signature, the throws clause, which may list all the exceptions, those can be thrown by the method, but this is optional. It is not mandatory to always keep throws there, but it is mandatory to provide some return type to the method. And of course there can be some method modifiers, like we can see in our example public, which is basically an access specifier, is working like a method modifier here. So there are few method modifiers which we will discuss now, like we have listed here in this image. There can be access specifiers, there can be abstract keyword, there can be static keyword, there can be final, synchronized, native or strict FP as method modifier. Now we are going to discuss all the method modifiers one by one. First of all, we are going to discuss access specifiers, and there can be one of the access specifier provided in your method header, like public, protected. There can be default access specifier when you don't describe actually any access specifier in your method header, then the scope will be default, and it can also be private. Access specifiers are for the visibility control, and we will discuss them in detail when we will be covering packages. So second modifier which we can use with some method is abstract. Abstract method does not have actually any body defined, or actually an abstract method does not have any implementation. These are incomplete methods. So any class which contains any abstract method must also be declared as abstract. There can be some methods for which we do not actually know what will be the implementation right now, but later when we declare some subclasses of current class, then there is a possibility that the implementation will be clear and this method can be easily implemented. So abstract methods are actually implemented in subclasses. Next method modifier here we are going to discuss is static. Static methods are class methods. There is no need to create an object of a class to invoke a static method. All the static variables and static methods can be used inside a static method without creating object of that class. They can be directly used. No instance variable or instance method can be used inside a static method. We will discuss static in detail in our next lecture. If the modifier final is used with some method, then this method cannot be overridden in any of its subclasses. Abstract and final both cannot be used together. Method modifier synchronized is used with multi-threading. When multiple threads are operating on some object and we want the synchronized access to that particular object, then we can use this modifier synchronized. The next modifier is native. Native keyword is used to write code in some native language like C or C++. Sometimes when it is unavoidable to use some other native language like C or C++, then we have to use native keyword. But problem to the use of this keyword is that all the features of portability and platform independence will be lost when we use native keyword. Next method modifier is strict FP. As the name suggests, strict FP stands for strict floating point arithmetic evaluation. If this modifier is appended to the header of the method, then all the arithmetic evaluation will be conducted strictly. However, these method modifiers can appear in any order in method header, but the order in which we have discussed them here must be followed, and this is good practice. At the last but not the least, one more point to remember is that with abstract method modifier we cannot use native, final, strict FP or synchronized, any of these method modifiers. So this thing also be kept in mind during the use of abstract keyword. However, we will discuss abstract keyword in more detail when we will be discussing abstract classes.
Thank you. Like, share, subscribe and comment.